And this is a great illustration of how hilly it is, because at times you see them riding so fast, they're making it look quite flat, but it is definitely not along this coastline. This is really tough, and I guess the better indication is having a look at the back of the peloton and seeing how much they're struggling.
Right now, we've got about, 20 riders, possibly 25 within this front group, and there's gaps opening up. 5.8 kilometres to go, and at the bottom of this descent it might get even more sketchy. Just hoping in. This is Paul Miguel, who would have had high hopes actually for Kern Farmer. I think he must have had an issue out there. That's a real shame for him, I'm afraid, but he's not going to get back on now because the pace is absolutely where it needs to be. In third wheel, you're looking at one Ayuso. Not that far away is Primoz Roglic. He's kind of staying on Ayuso's wheel at the moment. Got a teammate who's guiding us down with 5.3 kilometres to go. Seeing who else is involved. Van der Berg is here for EF Education Easy Post by the looks of things. We've also got for Ineos Grenadiers, not quite sure who, to be honest. Axel Rons was tagged off a little while ago. Has he got himself back in, Robbie?
Well, it's just too hard to tell at the moment,
yeah.
Carlton, but with 5k to go, they're just on that little downhill section. They've got one more kick up before they hit the descent proper. The top of that descent comes with just under 4 kilometres to go. So there's going to be, I think, a real battle, a big fight, and sort of a sprint before the sprint on this next uphill section to make sure you start the descent in front.
Agreed. Matt Brennan looks like he's on his own and isolated here. You see him in the yellow, just on the back there of the Alpecin de Koenig boys.
Laurens de Plus is the tall, slim figure from Ineos Grenadiers, just sitting behind one of his own teammates. It's hard to see who that is, but more easy to recognise Laurens de Plus, and he'll be the GC hope alongside Egan Bernal, but probably even more so than Egan Bernal. De Plus been in very good form so far this season.
I think it's Bernal who's guiding him.
It is Bernal in front of him. Yeah. It is. You can see the Colombian flag colours on Bernal's bike.
Yeah. Fantastic. Good work as well by Van Eetvelt for Lotto. He's in the vanguard as well. There's a few others here that to conjure with. Germani for Groupama France suggests that Rudy Mollard actually might indeed be involved. Can't quite see him at the moment, but Palani's here as well. Some disquiet, I think, amongst so many teams. No surprise at all. A little bit of a gap here with Phalanx up front. 20 riders, followed by 6 or 8, and Alpecin comes to the fore as well. Suggested that Caden Groves might indeed have his fun. It's got to be Groves here on the radio. He's got De Grosso, I believe, and Kenton Hermans to guide him. Also, looming large, Dorian Godin is here as well for Decathlon AG Tour Le Mondial, and they're leaning into this corner. Is that Matt Brennan or Bart Le Mans in fourth wheel here? I'm actually leaning, trying to have a look around the Alpecin riders here.
I think it's Brennan.
I think so.
I get the impression it is. So if anybody who's got themselves up and onto Caden Groves' wheel right now is doing exactly the right thing. But to look how hard it is to follow the Alpecin riders, just flying down this descent, the gaps opening up all over the place.
I think just behind Brennan, that's Primoz Roglic who we're having a look at.
Let's see.
And let's have a quick look. See, it is Brennan. There he is. Phenomenal. Well, we said we're not quite sure, indeed, whether Brennan will have what it takes today. We've seen it in the past, but it's whether he can carry that form. He's on stellar form at the moment. He's only a teenager, for goodness sake. He's only just stopped delivering newspapers, I think it's you might say. He is a phenomenon, and if he can deliver something today, this will be extraordinary. He's got no teammates around him, and when you know that those teammates are the likes of Kuss, Kelderman, Yates, Le Mans, Kruijswijk, it just magnifies what he's achieving here in terrible conditions. The kick on and Alpecin, I don't know, are they going to go for a long one here? 2.1 kilometres, nearly at the bottom of the descent. This could happen, Robbie.
They're going to let their teammate go. He's been waiting all the way down this descent, and they've now said, just go, just ride on. Someone else going to have to chase this. Brennan was trying to push his way through to the front, but I mean the descending skills of this rider was incredible to watch. His own teammates had huge trouble following him, and now it's Visma
almost as the camera
chasing.
likes here. They streak away. That just shows you how much pace he's carrying into this one. Robbie, who is it? He's from Alpecin de Koenig.
He's doing a Schultz.
He is, exactly as last year. Schultz went off. Just holding back was Pogacar, was looking at Stevie Williams, and exactly the same scenario seems to be coming out for us right now, Robbie. This is amazing.
I've got to be honest, Carlton, I'm not exactly sure who it is, if that's Del Grosso or possibly Quinten Hermans.
I think it's Hermans. Let's have a look in a few moments' time. Just takes the curve right now, and 1,200 metres, and that is such a big gap. I think he's going to deliver this one. Del Grosso or Hermans. Now I'm erring towards Del Grosso, for goodness sake.
I'm saying Del Grosso.
There we are. Let's have a look. Just wrestling into these corners. Flamme Rouge coming up right now. It's going to be a solo win by the looks of things, Robbie. He's got a gap, and it's a huge one. Just couldn't follow on Matt Brennan, I'm afraid, for Visma Lease bike, and he's going to take this solo. There is Brennan, and on his back wheel, that looks like Groves right now. There's Roglic as well with the rest of them, and can he possibly make this one a one count? Brennan's almost acting as a lead-out man for the opposition, and he's got no choice, quite frankly. Roglic leading a phalanx of others, 500 metres. Could he possibly deliver this one, Robbie?
Yeah, he's done a Schultzy. He's taken off, but he's taken off in the descent. So this is a cyclocross rider, Thibaut Del Grosso. He's been just killing them in the winter on the cyclocross, and he's brought all of those skills with him to Catalunya. They're chasing hard. He's starting to struggle, but he's about 80 metres in front, looks over the shoulder, and this is going to be a win for the ages. We've seen his big team leader do it in San Remo, and now young Del Grosso, another cross rider, making his mark.
Here comes Brennan. Caden Groves looking over his shoulder. He's waiting to light it up. Roglic has just been tagged a little bit further back. Brennan still digs in for it. My goodness, Brennan is really grinding into the gap here, and in fact he's shortening the distance. 150 metres to go. Just tying up here Thibaut Del Grosso right now, and here comes Brennan. He's on a full-on chat sprint. Could he possibly make it over, or is he just going to lead in Groves here? Groves can't take the risk too much here. He's going to come round and try and get there. Here comes Brennan Visito. Oh, he's got it! He's absolutely nailed it! Matthew Brennan, never say die. Genius at work. Youngster took it out of the box. Caden Groves couldn't stay with him. He's 19 years of age, this youngster, a teenager, and he has only gone and done it again. Wow!